Imagine a world where the superpowers of the day were so interconnected that a failure in one sparked a total global meltdown. This wasn't the modern era. This was the Late Bronze Age, circa 1200 BCE. For centuries, the Mediterranean was a flourishing web of trade and diplomacy, where Mycenaean Greeks, the Hittites of Anatolia, and the Pharaohs of Egypt exchanged gold, lapis lazuli, and royal brides. Then, in the span of a single generation, this sophisticated ancient internet went dark. The perfect storm. The Bronze Age collapse wasn't caused by a single villain, but by a lethal systems collapse. For years, the climate turned traitor. Prolonged droughts scorched the Aegean and the Levant, triggering mass famines that turned once loyal citizens into desperate rebels. At the same time, a series of massive earthquakes, known as an earthquake storm, shattered palace walls across the Mediterranean. Amidst this chaos appeared the Sea Peoples, mysterious seaborne raiders whose identity remains one of history's greatest cold cases. These marauders didn't just raid. They migrated, bringing their families and crushing everything in their path. They disrupted the vital trade routes for tin and copper, the two ingredients required to make bronze. Without bronze, the high-tech chariots and armor of the era became impossible to maintain. The Great Darkness. The fallout was apocalyptic. The Hittite Empire vanished from history overnight. In Greece, the Mycenaean palaces were burned so thoroughly that the art of writing itself, the linear B script, was completely forgotten for nearly 400 years. Egypt, though it managed to repel the Sea Peoples under Ramesses III, was left a hollow shell of its former glory, its treasury drained and its central authority shattered. The iron lining. Yet, the end of one world provided the fertilizer for the next. The collapse of the bronze trade forced smiths to experiment with a difficult, stubborn ore they had previously ignored: iron. This shift didn't just provide better tools, it democratized power. While bronze was expensive and required international trade, iron was plentiful. This allowed smaller, local cultures to rise without relying on a centralized empire. From the ashes of this dark age emerged the Phoenician alphabet, the Greek city-states, and the kingdoms of Israel and Judah. The Bronze Age collapse is a haunting reminder that while civilization is fragile, human ingenuity is forged in the fire of catastrophe.